Hello to my followers of you know, of Love Island USA. Um, yeah, I have post-concussion syndrome. I've shared that before, so sometimes I say the wrong word, which is why I also love Amaya Papaya. Anyways, but speaking of that, I just want to let you know I am a woman of African Caribbean descent, proud Chinny here. And I have actually stayed off of the internet so that I could enjoy the show. Off of Reddit, I don't have TikTok, and I wouldn't even look at the Instagram page because there's just too much stuff. If I might like something, it's because I didn't read anything. I'm pretty good at disciplining myself that way. Anyways, all that to say, I've now become aware of why Sierra's off the show, of why Ulysses off the show, why people didn't like Austin, and I guess Huda is next. So yeah, race relations, equity, diversity, and inclusion. I've taught workshops and all these things most of my adult life, like since the 80s, late 80s, because I do a lot of work in schools and I mentor young people of all cultures, but also primarily in the Black community, but also making sure that I teach everybody, because it's so important. And that is one of the problems, right? Is that lack of education is what leads to ignorance and then leads to racism as well. But the show itself, which I've always talked about, the producers, the show itself is a problem, right? So let's just be real here. And the editing, the way how people are portrayed, the way how, different cultures aren't featured, the way other people are. I've always talked about those things, even in my think pieces, even before now. So I'm very aware of that. And I mean, I think if anything good that will come out of this is number one, really, I guess, do a deeper dive into who's on the show. I do think in some cases that people can be forgiven, or there should be lessons that come out of this too. But I'm glad that the show is just taking action and doing things. And, I made a think piece earlier because I was like, if everybody's off the show, who'll be there? Elan? And that was a joke because I actually didn't know everything that happened. So just, nothing's funny. And so, you know what? As much as I guess it is made for a very strange season and people might be upset to see their favorite person gone, I think when you think of people, I know myself, it is so difficult when you're in situations and you're dealing with racism or people making fun of your culture. I'm the type, I speak up. I write about these things. That's kind of what I do, right? But there is just so much going on too in the world right now. There's so much division. I think it is good that the show is taking a stand. And I hope that this leads to next season or Love Island Games or whatever is happening, that the producers, the editors, that they do a much better job at really being inclusive with the show. And that's what's up.